This water heater is 50 gallons. It's a Power Miser Kenmore. It's got the roto swirl, so the water goes down to the bottom and swirls to keep a buildup from the bottom, keeping the thermostat and the flame from having that resistance to heat. On the back, there's a opening right there. We turned off the valve, and we turned on the hot water. And then Leon, my good neighbor, came over, and we looked to see if this, what's this called, an anade rod. And you can see this is what keeps the tank from getting corroded. It attracts, so there's a negative electrons.
I think it's negative, but I'm not sure about that.
And it draws a lot of minerals away from the tank, so it preserves the life of it. So
you have to check it and see it.
That's how you do it. You're very careful, of course, pulling out because it could break. And we're cleaning off some of the minerals that have built up on it.
This is that lime, that calcium deposits.
Lime and
this
calcium.
Is
Rust. So a number of things that can cause your tank to corrode, thus causing it to leak eventually.
Yep.
And that's why you have to replace them as often as you do. And down here, once a year, you want to drain water, which I haven't done a good job with. So therein lies, this last time I drained it, I got probably about 1/4 of an inch deep of what looked like sand at the bottom of a creek. And it just built up, and it got one of our great big old pans. You can run a hose out and drain the whole thing out, but I just ran a couple big 5-gallon type of pans that Cheryl has to cook those big chili meals for the big gatherings we'll have at times. So anyway, that is something that I just recently learned, and I thought maybe I would share it with my friends and family, and if you want to keep your unit lasting a long time.
See how it's gotten a little thinner right there? See how it's kind of goes down, it's kind of going away.
Eventually you want to replace these.
It'll get thin and then it'll break.
It'll break and then it won't be as effective anymore.
It'll be shorter and then it'll be shorter and then it'll be gone. You pull it out and think, hey, I need a new rod.
And you might need a new water heater if you're not careful.
Right.
So just an FYI on that. And I think that's pretty much it. There's standards that for efficiency, and I'm not sure this meets those standards, but it's $146 a year. You can spend $2,000 for water heaters that immediately heats. This says 84 gallons. I don't know if that's inaccurate or not.
Natural gas capacity. Oh, first hour rating.
First hour rating. That's what it can do.
In 1 hour, its first hour, it can heat up to 84 gallons of water.
And it's a 50-gallon tank, correct?
Right.
So, but there's these ratings they have for efficiency, and I'm not sure it falls within that or not. But we're not complaining because with 12 people in this house, this 50-gallon tank has done an excellent job for us through the years. And just recently, this cold winter, I noticed that it was starting to get warm and lose its heat some. So I turned up the thermostat down there to a little bit above hot, but not the very hottest setting, sort of medium and a little higher than that. So I'm about ready to put this GE filter in, and we're going to go into the house, I think, to do that. That's what we're going to do, Leon, in it. Probably into the house to the feed that comes to this water heater.
I think we won't have a choice, but yeah, we'll look, see if we can find it in another place.
And then that will also reduce the buildup in the dishwasher that can occur, the white film that can be left on, you have that at your house, right? And Leon lives right next door. You can have that film on your crystal and things. Yeah. Yeah. And then the shower heads can also get clogged up and things like that as well. So with this, every 3 months you change out one of these filters. and it reduces chlorine. It also reduces sediment buildup. NSF certified, and it was like $35. It wasn't that expensive. You can spend $2,000 on those things and really get it down as far as some of those ingredients that can get into the house. But yeah, it's gonna break.
Yeah, we got a good amount off of it.
Let's super glue it some.
We got a good amount off of it.
Okay, so that may preserve it. So anyway, hope that's helpful to many of you out there.